Hey guys, Dan from Chicago back again for another video. This is going to be the fourth part of a series of videos I'm making about 10 things for conscious people to focus on in 2013. The fourth part is about abandon conflict. Doesn't that sound nice? No more conflict with other people, or with the world or whatnot, however you see conflict. It is interesting, because I was just reading their little paragraph about what it says, and it says, no longer is it acceptable to violently argue with friends and family about the intentions of the ruling class, and no longer can you allow your energy to be sucked into battles of opinion and want. So true, and that's how I've actually been living my life more so recently, probably since after the elections especially, or before then actually, because whatever, that's a different story. But there's so many people out there that don't like Obama or don't like the whole government, everyone in Washington, D.C., or probably if you're in a different country, your governments. It seems like the whole world right now is fighting against their governments. The 99% is trying to get rid of that 1%. And that will be what happens in the future. The 1% cannot rule forever. After December 21st, 2012, I do feel that is a changing time. That let's see now what happens in these next few years to our governments. Will they start working more for the people, or will they still be working for their own interest? Hopefully it all starts changing into working for the people and just all heart. So if it helps the people, that's what they do, instead of just trying to push through their agendas. And really, I've just I kind of stopped. I used to follow politics a lot, and now I just don't let it bother me. I see it as an outside illusion in this world. And, I just wish my intentions more so for abandoning conflict in my own way for this situation with government and the 1% or whatever, is to wish or hope with my heart that they start working for all the people. That they start making their decisions by what is best for the people. And for them to do that, they'll have to start working from their heart. But I think that will start to take place. Maybe it's wishful thinking, optimism. But hey, if we all start setting our intentions on that way to make sure that the 1% starts working for the 99%, there's a better chance that it will happen. It's better just to stay away from the conflict. You know why? When you get upset about what someone's done in the government, or anything, it doesn't even have to be the government. I just started with the government because I was talking about the government in the article. But even with people that you get upset with and stuff, when you throw out that energy of being upset with them, throwing back that conflict, it's just going to create more. And that also goes into the whole consciousness of the world, of all the people. So people are still fighting. If we could all calm down into our own minds, into our hearts, and maybe see what the conflict is. Observe it. It says learn to observe, learn to listen, learn to give rather than solely take. Give rather than solely take. But it is, the thing with people when you get in conflict with them is, why is there that conflict? If they've screwed you over in ways, well then obviously I understand there's conflict, why there would be a conflict, and that you have to fix that. So obviously you have to fix it. But sometimes, you maybe get in a fight with someone because they weren't as friendly to you, or they snapped back at you, or something happened that made you upset because of how they acted towards you. What I think you should really think about when this happens, instead of snapping back at them, be the bigger man, be the bigger woman, and don't stoop to that level. Obviously it's so easy to do it because you said what to me? I don't think so. But at the same time, you don't know what is going on in that person's life. And that's usually a reason why different things happen. You know, I know that I've in past, not that it happened a lot, but I just know of one time that I snapped on someone, you know, but it was stuff was going on in my life that I was upset about, that I was holding in because I was just upset about something that, you know, something happened and then I snapped back, you know, and it's just, and now, you know, I look at it a different way now, but it was because of what was going on in my life. If that wasn't going on in my life, I would have never snapped like I did. But I did because of what was going on in my life. So you have to think about that. That's in all of life, in every which way. That you never know what's going on with someone. Someone might have just lost their job. Someone might be in a big fight with their girlfriend or getting divorced or maybe losing a job or something like that. Or anything. You know, there could be so many different things. Or they woke up this morning, they banged their toe, and they just are not in the right mindset. You know, they're not happy about it. Or they're hungry. You know, it could be something so simple as they're hungry. I know for me, you know, like if I'm, you know, I was going shopping with my mom the other day, returned some Christmas presents and was getting some new things, and then I remember I just got hungry, and when I get hungry, I start getting a little bit irritable because I'm hungry. I don't feel like shopping anymore. I want to eat something, you know? So it could be something like as simple as that, that start to get a little, you know, I just want to go home. I just want to go eat, you know? After I eat, all right, fine. I can finish off this shopping. I need something in my stomach, you know? And it's just kind of a funny thing. But I mean, it's a little different than avoiding conflict. But I'm just saying, always think before you react to someone of how they act towards you. Think about what's wrong with them. You know, what's going on in them. You know, and the strongest way or best way to react is send them love. You know, say something. You know, and I think that's kind of the fun thing to do too at times is when someone's all not as friendly as you think they should be towards you, is kill them with kindness, right? You know, and then usually they will snap out of their anger, and you never know what that's going to set them on for the rest of the day. You know, I mean, you could do this in 10 o'clock in the morning for someone. They had the worst morning since 6 o'clock in the morning when they woke up. They got out of the wrong side of bed, they banged their toe, like I said, they walk into the bathroom to go brush their teeth, they realize they're out of toothpaste, they get in the shower, they realize that, or they only have cold water. You know, there's all this stuff that just keeps going bad. They go make some cereal for the morning. They pour their bowl of cereal. They go into the refrigerator. There's no milk. You know, like all these different random things could happen. But at 10 o'clock in the morning, they talk to you. And they're, yeah, whatever, sure. This is the price. You want it or no? You know, and then you're just like, oh, you know, just... I should try to say an example. You know, you could just be like, make a joke, you know. You know, I'm trying to think of an ideas because I always feel examples are good. I'll think about it. I'll come back to it. But, you know, if you always just try to lighten up the situation, you know, and it maybe sometimes harder if you don't know the person. But, for example, I was at... it was before Christmas, doing Christmas shopping, and actually bought something. I was going to return it because it's for my brother. My mom bought it already, so I just returned the one I got. And I had to wait in line for like, I was the next person in line. I seriously waited in line for like 10 minutes. I don't know what the lady was doing, that, you know, she was returning stuff or she was buying stuff in the returning section. I don't know. But waited a long time. And when I got up to the cashier, she was not happy with whatever was going on. She was not happy, you know. So, you know, I just kind of let it be. Whatever. I don't care if you're not being friendly to me. You know, I understand. There's something going on. But at the end, I said, all right, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And her face just lit up. She looked at me and she's like, thank you. You too. And that's my example. You know, I mean, hopefully, maybe, that at least changed her mindset a little bit. Just click, changed the mindset a little bit, that she maybe had a better day from there. Or she wasn't thinking as much about the crazy lady who was returning like tons of stuff or buying a bunch of stuff in the return section. I don't know what was going on. But I made the cashier lady happy by that comment. So instead of me getting all, oh, this lady's crabby, I don't like this lady, so I'm just like, yeah, thanks, bye, and I storm off. Well, that's not going to help her in any way. It's about making yourself feel good and making other people feel good. So avoid the conflict. Another thing I wanted to say, and it's keep on popping up in my head as I'm talking, and it goes back into the politics thing, but there's so many people that dislike Obama or whoever, and I'll be honest, I'm not a big Obama fan, but I wasn't a Romney fan either, and whatever, that's politics. Everyone has their own opinion on it. But the thing is you might not like Obama's politics, but I'm sure he's a great dad to those girls. I would hope so. They seem like a happy family. I'm sure he's a good person, because all of us are good. We all have our good in us. But then there's just different things that people don't like. But don't, if you give energy to him about the things you don't like or about whoever in the politics scheme or whoever, then you're throwing more energy into that negative feelings, that conflict. So if you just push it out, wish the best for him. He probably has a good heart or he does have a good heart. I'm sure he has a good heart. Because we're all one. He is a part of us. Everyone is here living their own paths. And if we go into talking about reincarnation, we've all lived those times of being the 1%. We've all lived the times of being the lowest of the lowest on the 99%. And we've all been in between. We've all lived every single aspect, because everything is infinite. So we've all lived all these different ways. This is just their time to be in this position, and it's our time to be in our position. So instead of throwing hate to them, throw love. It's a lot more powerful to throw love at the person. When I get upset with people, of course, there is that at first, but now I've really tried to change my ways that it's only love that I do say, I wish them love. There's something obviously wrong there, for them. So I hope the best for them. So wish them love. Avoid that conflict. If you have to say something, say it. But always listen to your own gut. Listen to your heart. If you feel that you should say something, say it. Don't avoid conflict because I'm saying, oh, avoid conflict. Don't be lovey-dovey in this world. Oh, everything is perfect. Everything is wonderful. That would be great, but I understand that there are the different times. But don't make it into a yelling match. Don't make it into a big conflict. But say your points. Get it going. If you have to yell, you have to yell. But just try to send them love more. If you try to concentrate on that, maybe, if you try to concentrate on the whole love aspect, maybe they'll be more receptive to you. And maybe they'll listen more, and then they're like, okay, fine. Here's your $20, or whatever. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add to that. But avoiding conflict, always good, to an extent. Why fight? It's crazy when you see people actually like fist fighting, I guess it's just, you don't want to hurt yourself, right? So if we're all one, if you are hurting someone else, having a conflict with them, then you're actually hurting yourself. So try to think of them as you, wishing them the best. You cannot tell people what to do. You can't say, I want this person to do this. You go hope that they'll just do the best thing for that situation. You cannot put specifics on things, but put a general way. I want them to do better in this situation, and hopefully that will happen. And that's a better way of avoiding conflict. So hopefully all this made sense to you. Still trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. I think I'm good. So Much love to you guys. Thank you so much again for watching. Please comment below. Give me thumbs up, likes on everything. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. Like my pages. I love to have you guys following me a little bit more. And I appreciate all the random people, not to call you randoms, but the people that I don't know who are supporting me as well. It's great. I truly do enjoy it. So thank you. And much love. I will see you guys sometime soon. Hopefully you guys all have a great day. Much love, light, peace. Thank you.